guys, welcome to Witches of the Moon. I'm your Monday host, Amethyst Moon, or Erin, and this week's topic is over charging or not charging before magical workings. There are many ways to charge if you decide to. I don't always charge before all of my magical workings. I know of some people that do charge before every magical working. I know some that don't really do it a whole lot, but my personal preference is the items that I use in my magical workings, whether they be stones especially, crystals and stones especially, but candles and anything else that I might use during ritual, because that's really the only time that I make sure and charge everything. I do charge my crystals, in the full moon. There are some crystals that I charge in water. Make sure that you check, though, before you do that, because not all crystals can be submerged in water. It will ruin them. But all the crystals that I do receive, whether they're gifted to me or bought, are cleansed and charged, and the way I like to do them is in the full moon. I do have a few stones that I like to charge during the day in the sunlight, but all of my crystals, yes, I do charge all of my crystals. Do I charge myself necessarily every time? No. I charge, well, I guess technically I do, because I kind of charge myself every day. I see it as every time that I go outside, and I'm, one with, just me being outside. I kind of recharge myself. You know what I mean. So whether it be, just sitting outside or, working in my garden, which I haven't been able to do yet because of all the rain. But, anyway. So what you decide to do is obviously your choice. I do recommend that you charge your tools. I do recommend that you charge your crystals. Now, depending on how you see it, you might not feel that you need to charge yourself before rituals or any type of magical workings. And when I say any type of magical workings, I mean like your S-spots or your little, just little spells that you want to do here and there. But I always try to make sure that I cleanse the tools that I'm using and charge the tools that I'm using rather than myself always, because I feel that I'm always charging myself when I'm outside, and I'm outside, on a daily basis, more than once a day, which most of us are. If, we do work outside the home or whatever, we do tend to go outside at least once to twice a day. And to me, that's enough for me. Just to be outside helps me charge. But I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but so that's what I do. I don't always necessarily charge myself specifically because I feel that I do it every day, but I do make sure that I charge all my tools and anything that I'm going to be using during the spell or ritual or sabbat or whatever I'm doing, or even tarot readings or oracle readings. You can charge your cards. The way I like to do mine is put them by a window where it reaches the full moon, and I'll stick a quartz crystal on top of my deck. I'll take the cards out, put them in the sunlight and moonlight, and then put the crystal over them. And then I like to put it out when the moon is out, but I like to also retrieve them and put them back in their bag before the sun comes up. So but I do that quite often too with my cards, especially the ones that I use on a regular basis. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on charging or not charging before magical workings. So, next week you'll more likely see Lisa. So, until then, blessed be.